cue is. Alrighty, we almost freaked out there because we thought Zoom took away our recording capability. Just move the button. Woo! I'm John with the J.
Phoenix Ray.
And Ray's got a plan for us. He said, hit record.
Not a plan. I was just
it's not a
saying.
plan.
Well, right before the show, we just started talking briefly about jobs and what's going on. And I don't know, I was just kind of lately just feeling like, I think it may be because maybe I was on vacation since I've had like more time to kind of sit, just feeling like a little frustrated where I'm at. Just feeling like a little like, I don't think lost is the right word. I just feel like I'm not, I guess, disappointed in a way, considering.
Disappointed in what? Or
I guess
who?
in a way, career-wise, or I feel like I should be doing something more. And then I start thinking like, I don't know. Then I started having doubts and disappointment. Like, I don't know, like I wanted to do like healing, help people do like shadow work. And I felt like, I learned Reiki, became Reiki master. I've done some mediumship work. I did the completion process. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like I never really like did anything. Really took and I don't even want to really do it so much all for me. It's just I enjoy helping people.
Can you back up for a second? What do you mean when you say you didn't feel like you did anything? What does that mean for you?
Well, I mean, I use those things on myself, but I feel like I haven't like really like, I don't know. Like I guess I had bigger expectations or bigger, like I wanted to like use what I know to like help people, maybe
Okay.
on a personal level or more on a larger scale, maybe. I don't really know exactly what that would look like, maybe, working at I don't know, like a
So
healing center or
beyond
something.
the scope of online stuff, you're talking about like podcasts and stuff. You're talking more in your community, more
Yeah,
hands-on, more
yeah.
less
It has nothing to do
online,
with
more in
this.
person.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Just feel like I'm not like, or it's not even like even like that. So I don't know. I just feel like I need to be doing something else. I don't know what that is. Like I need like a project, or I need to be working. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I need like to do something else
sure.
besides.
Do you mean in addition to or in
Yes.
replacement
Yes. In
of?
addition to my job, in addition to this, I feel like I should be.
So there's one thing that's missing. You have room for one thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a void a little bit, and I told you before, like I did reach out to a place to try to do
Right.
some stuff, and they just didn't have enough like room, enough space there for,
Sure.
do what I wanted.
Is that still something that you would be open to if the right situation were to come into, just alignment with you, or like
Yeah,
present
yeah,
itself to you in a way that
yeah,
just made sense?
yeah,
What
for
if
sure.
that way was an unorthodox situation? And by that I mean maybe it's not the place that you need, a specific, like a metaphysical shop or where you would normally find that type of thing, right? Maybe
Right.
it's in something like a coffee shop or a gym. And so it's not so much where the place is or what it is, but the person that's running it or owns it loves what you're talking about. It's like, you should do that here.
Right. Yeah.
That could, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, somebody I know work with is opening a coffee shop, and she said this like over a year ago, like she'd be interested in me being there. But I
Sure.
mean, I don't know. I think they've had some setbacks.
Okay.
I don't know, but I mean, I don't know, like, because I thought they were supposed to be like doing it soon, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Why do you want to do, forget the how and the what, right? Why do you want to do this third thing? Like, you have your job, you don't want to leave that. You
Yeah.
have you have the Bodhi Bros, you're never allowed to leave that.
Well, I think I
Uh,
enjoy I enjoy helping others. I enjoy using what I do to help other people, to serve others. Um, I don't know. I mean, some people that I have worked with, I've worked with people I have worked with people,
Mhm.
and everybody has always had like, good experiences. I just feel like I just never really took it to that next, to a bigger level, more of a I guess more of a consistent level where I was doing this.
So let's keep drilling into this then. Why do you want to take it to the next level?
Well, I was kind of like looking at that too, and I was like, I think there could be some ego involved too, if I'm really off being authentic. But I have to like realize not to shame myself for having some ego attached to that. I'm not saying it's all ego, like I'm doing it to serve myself or
Right.
that, but there is a part of that though. I mean, there is a part of like a personal like, um, wanting to achieve something.
Sure.
I think that's kind of normal where we all feel a sense of, that craving or that desire to achieve something, to do something, to make something of yourself, to start to create something and, enjoy that and
Yeah.
prosper from a creation or something that, you're doing. And,
Sure.
have that a level of whatever that level of success is for you. That's all in individual, but
Are
yeah.
there is there another element to it too? Would it be fair to say that an aspect of you wants to have this third element in your life because it might help you connect to some like-minded hearts and souls?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Are you are
I
you
like,
missing that right now in your life a little bit or?
maybe, yeah, I think maybe I am a little bit because I think, I went to a Reiki meetup a couple nights ago, and the person who was hosting it didn't show, but some of us that were there waiting, we went out and went out for a beer, and it was just nice, being with like-minded people. I knew like one person. There was only like three other people, and like all of them, I knew like a little bit, but not like really. But it was just nice, being with people, having a beer, and just you could talk about this kind of stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
about So I guess that's maybe I'm missing a little bit of a satsang
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah, man. I've been fortunate over here and I've recently moved and I thought I was losing everything of building community and having all those scenes to plug into like effortlessly. Now I have to find them all again. And are they going to exist in the smaller town? Yeah, yeah, they're here. And with authority, man. There's this place that's in like 5 or 10 minutes from where I live, right? Car ride that hosts twice a week an hour drum circle from 6 to 7. And then from 7 to 8, you can stay or go because it's a Reiki share circle.
Oh wow.
So man, you want to talk about just being able to get off work, race down there and just unplug and plug into that like-minded souls and hearts and drum. And if I want to stay, ride that high of drumming and take that Reiki energy and just kind of like really get every that so I'm up here from drumming, right? And have that
Yeah.
Reiki energy just come in and put everything like back in and ground it and like integrate it or ingrain it. Like it's just I did it once and I was like, it was intense. I haven't stayed for the Reiki share after
Hmm.
since then, not because of that, but just because like I want to go do other things and go see some live music and stuff like that or whatever. But it's there. And the
Hmm.
cool people element is there. Like I've had some great conversations and it's so nice, especially, you and I both have like corporate jobs, right? So
Yeah.
it's nice to when those hours come to a close, you can just turn the switch and turn that other aspect of you on. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That sounds like awesome. I
And
wish
it's
there was.
so it's so hard for you at work, right? Like there's probably so many instances where you want to share your gift, you want to connect with someone on that level, but you can't because A, you're working, or B, maybe you don't know how it's going to be received. Does that sound
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple people I could maybe talk about some stuff a little bit, but some of them are a little bit more traditional religious.
right?
So so you can kind of take it to some level, but then sometimes it's a little bit like like
Right.
see eye to eye,
And the
but just
work environment's not always the best place for those conversations anyway.
yeah.
So that makes sense what you're saying, man, that that something's calling to you. You don't know where it is or what it is, but it's there. And
I was even thinking about maybe even writing a book. I don't know.
shit, it's a whole nother layer and level of connection, man. That's a connection into the most intimate of places. That's yourself, man, right? Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
I was kind of considering that too. So I think some of it too is just because I've been on vacation this week, and
Yeah.
it's like so I'm like there's been times like today I didn't really do much of anything, so it's like kind of thinking like, man, you get that urge like I need to be doing something, I need to be
Yeah.
contributing or using my gifts, my talents, and you know,
Good, man. That's beautiful.
so
It sounds
I guess
like
in some ways too, you kind of have to be it's like you got to be determined, but you got to be present at the same time. You got to be happy where you're at right now, right here, too, and
yeah.
but not lose that spark of motivation.
Yeah, I've been constantly lately reminding myself to be present. And you know, I've shared with you before that like when I get stressed or something, I'll pull my hair or something. Like if I have hair, I'll start like pulling a hole in my head type of thing. Or if I have my beard, I'll run a line in my face just from just perseverating on a theme and like just getting lost in the monkey mind, right?
Yeah,
Well, I haven't been doing that lately because I've silly me. I realized all these years later that the trigger is every time because I've been mindfully aware and sprinkling that loving awareness on these moments versus just indulging in how good it feels to the relief of that hair pulling or whatever, right? Like, I don't care why, I'm just, oh, it feels good. And the reason why it feels good is because you're dissociating away from the pain of that forward thinking future moment. That's what it is for me. It's like, okay, I've got this demo coming up tomorrow. Like, am I prepared? Do I need to do a few more things? Have I watched enough video? Do I need to like not and in that moment, I've lost everything in life ahead of me and that's in front of me. The person, the song, the place, the sense, everything. I'm not in the moment.
mm,
I'm living some future life that's not better preparing me for this stressful demo or anything like that. All I'm doing is I'm probably planting seeds into future John that's going to jack him up during that demo because I'm making him nervous about it, right?
yeah, yeah,
So what I've been promising myself and in those moments really trying to wrap my arms around myself and love myself is, hey, you'll be fine on the demo. When it's work time, put the work in and you'll be prepared.
yeah.
Right now you're at an open mic, dude. Don't think about work.
Right.
Like watch this guy shred on this guitar. Learn from the guy drumming and like be in the moment. See that woman at the bar that's looking over at you. You would never know if you're thinking about the demo on Thursday. She's staring at you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like thinking about that is never going to really prepare you for that future. When that future moment becomes the present moment, when you get to that, all that like worry, like no one's ever walked away from something like, man, you know what? I'm so glad I worried about that the last 3 days. I didn't really, really like.
That
If
really
I didn't worry about that all
yeah.
day, man, I would have just totally. So like, when have you ever said someone like, yeah, worry really helped them?
Right, right.
It's always the
Mm,
opposite. It's always like, damn,
mm.
I wasted a lot of time worrying about this and it was like no big deal.
Well, Ray, someone that we know helped me. Someone that might be watching out there.
Teal?
The fire queen.
Oh.
Yeah, man. She very much helped me realize that she was excited for me when I was sharing about my um my struggles with my new job, right? And she was like, "Oh, this is really." She's like, I don't have to tell you because you already know, but this is so great. This means you're growing." And I'm like, "Why does it have to be hard?
Mm,
Why can't growing come from a place of comfort and happiness and like confidence?" And I get it. I get it. I get it. But
yeah.
the way she framed it, the way she presented it was very loving and very, just a gentle reminder like, hey, there may be some weeks or months ahead of you that are really going to be challenging and difficult, and you're going to have moments where you're not going to feel like you're shining at your brightest. She's like, but that just means that you're in a place that's allowing you to expand and grow, and
Right.
you're learning a new language, you're learning a new system, and this, that, and the other thing. Like, be patient with yourself, be kind, and be present.
Right. You're stepping out of a comfort zone. You're going into uncharted territory, and like
Yeah.
she's right. It's all going to make you grow because you need that kind of that. I don't know, kind of like abrasive, almost a resistance in order for you to adapt and expand and grow.
And in those moments too, like when I've been tasked with watching a certain tutorial or a webinar or something like that. If I start thinking about these other things that are coming up too, I miss all of that really, really delicious information in the webinar that's right on the screen in front of me because I'm drifting and I'm like worrying about that demo. Or I keep saying that demo. There's other things, but like I'm worried about that call to that one potential partner, whatever the case may be. I'm not watching the tutorial.
Hmm.
Lo and behold, if I'm present, that very tutorial is going to set me up for success on those calls or that demo.
Right. You know what I found helped me when something like that,
What's that?
where I had like, I had when I went to a breakup, before, my mind kept wanting to think about that. Like I could not stop thinking about analyzing the situation, what happened, what could I
Yeah.
have done different, better, all that stuff. And it was just it kept pulling at me, my attention, and keeping me taking me out of the present moment. What helped me is, instead of just resisting it and being like, no, 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 not now, not now, was like, okay, you know what? Stuff, whatever you want to call it, stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna sit with you intentionally and be present with it instead of letting it pull me, take me out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna invite it in. Okay, tell me, like, here you go. Here's your FaceTime.
Yeah.
Speak. And I would do that, and I noticed that, like, it would be like, instead, when I would hand it the microphone and be like,
Yeah.
okay, they'd be like, yeah, and it would like almost like kind of burn
Yeah.
itself out. It
Yeah.
almost like getting my attention through annoying me. Then it did, like, okay, then conscious, when I gave it, conscious time to, like, all right, then it had
And
nothing really much to say.
and that's the way the cookie crumbles, folks. It just does. It just does. I mean, it's that simple, right?
Yeah. But we want to push that away because we're like, not now, not now, not now. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well then I'm gonna make time for you. And okay, I'll give you 10 minutes. Now here's your time, cry and get mad and get pissed. And it's
Yeah.
just like, oh.
Makes a lot of sense. So, what do you think, man? You have any questions? Our ticker hasn't started yet, so we have some time. Is there anything that you want to ask me, or um, not? It doesn't have to be about me. It could be you, or just a question in general. I mean,
Mm, I don't know. I mean, we think about all that stuff going on with Teal. Have you
oh,
followed any of that or no?
yeah, are you gonna do that right now? I think I actually respectfully think that should be a whole episode.
Okay, I mean, I kind of agree too. I haven't followed like all. I mean, I've listened to some stuff here and there. I
And
haven't watched any shows.
you haven't watched any of the episodes?
I don't watch TV. I don't even have any, like, I
Okay.
don't even have Netflix or anything.
I only have access to it because of my previous partners. So I've been watching. I've watched all 4 episodes. and I was going to prepare my statement. Um, and uh, I'd like to do actually instead of preparing a statement, shit, I'll just share my thoughts on our next show.
Okay.
And would you, if you had access to it, would you watch it?
Um, yeah, I'd probably watch. I don't know. I don't know if I'd
Okay,
watch them all.
all right. I'll
I mean,
uh,
I kind of get some of the gist of it. I mean, I've read some of the comments that people have
okay,
talked about it, so I kind of got, an idea of a lot of the stuff.
all right. It was. I'll just I'll preface our next episode. Um, and that doesn't even have to be the whole episode. We could just talk about it just for a little bit, especially since you haven't seen the episodes. It was absolute cinematic TV, nonsensical garbage.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was atrocious, an abomination. It was wrong on so many levels. And I don't
Yeah, I heard they
typically
were like
say
taking.
anything's right or wrong, but what happened there was wrong because I was there part of those 3 years that film crew was there, right? You know this. I was
Yeah.
there for all those transformative, beautiful, holy shit moments. Like this is great stuff, man. This is a great community. These are great people. Not the light in which I mean the narrative that they told wasn't even about Teal the healer. It was about a relationship of two people in their community. Oh wow, great for TV drama. Yay. The whole 4 series was basically about two other people, not even Teal. Edits, cuts, chops, and her reactions to this relationship. It showed some, we'll call them weird moments with that had no closure, with like healing processes start, like a completion process would start, or they would be doing some water work or whatever, like, and then
Mm,
they would never show the end result, like that person saying that was amazing or thank you for doing that. Nope.
yeah. Just kind of
No.
show them at their worst, when all that stuff's coming up and
That show was not, that crapumentary or whatever was not about Teal. It was about a very very microscopic sliver of the giant pie chart, which is Teal, her life, her community, her followers, people that have influenced her, and stuff like that. Like, and the ending was like that. That's the ending.
mm,
And I know we were supposed to wait till the next episode, but yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, I heard they were like
I'm glad you planted that seed, Ray.
I heard they were like taking like scenes from other things and like from different conversations and like editing them to like make like a conversations that like didn't exist and stuff.
Um, didn't you tell me that you heard your voice somewhere?
Well, yeah, my voice was from our show. Like, but this was like, yeah, in the beginning for the commercial. I don't know if it's in the show, but in the commercial they took the what I said when we did that the last Teal Swan video. They took me saying that like.
From our Bodie Bros podcast. It didn't come from Ray being at a Teal event. It came from
Wow.
something he said on our show, showed up in their trailer,
Yo,
right?
Hulu, you listening? We want a show.
Yeah,
We want
dude.
our show.
We can tell a lot better stories and give you a lot more characters than, oh, we're running out of time. Upgrade Zoom, blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah, I'm glad we touched on it. Now we don't have to dedicate a whole show to it. But we can talk about it again next episode. I would like to shout out once again to the Fire Queen. Thank you for your help. Much love. I know when last we parted, I said, bye, buddy. And I don't think I've ever called you buddy out loud. I don't know what we call each other, Fire Queen. It's always an endearing term. So I just want you to know that that's what I meant as I sent you off from our call earlier. Um, I don't refer to people by buddy very often. If I do, yeah, I think it's a good thing. It doesn't
It's like,
right? It doesn't have to be a thing, right? Why am I
Yeah.
making it a thing, Ray? I just
Pal.
said, I just said, what'd you call me?
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I know when I said it, I was like, oh man, I hope that doesn't land wrong. Fire Queen, please tell me if it landed wrong. I hope not, because I meant it for in the sweetest of ways, like because you were there for me. You were like my work buddy, you know, like coming in to pat me on the back and say, hey, you got this, and you're gonna be great. So, and thank you for being that person because I needed someone just like that in that moment, and you were that someone. Thank you.
What was that doll in the 80s? My buddy, my buddy.
Oh, you're killing me. You're making me sing it even more. This is why I'm her favorite Bodie bro, Ray. And you'll never be able to surpass my status and one of our number one fans' hearts. Right? Even with your sexy aviators on. Hey, are you gonna go? I'm gonna go see Top Gun in the theater. Are you gonna go see it?
I don't know.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen a
know.
movie in a theater in a long time, and I think this is the one
Yeah,
to
I
go
don't even,
see.
can't remember the last time I was in a theater. It was, yeah, I don't know.
I think the next rainy night that the live music scene is squashed or something around here, because it rains a lot here in Florida in the summer. I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I'll still be in the theater. It'll just be like a date night with me, man. Like I'll just go and like,
Yeah, because I don't know if my girlfriend want to go see that or not. She's
yeah.
not really like a go sit down at the go to the movies type of person.
We should totally go and then do like a Top Gun review, man.
We should like video chat each other like in there and like we could just see like while we're both watching at the same time.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah, man. And
And
look,
we'll do a Top Gun reaction video by the
yes.
Moody Bros.
A la Bodie Bros. That's awesome. I like that idea. I'm starving. I know we have 6 minutes left, but unless you have anything else, man,
I'm good.
okay, I gotta go eat. I'm John with a J.
Phoenix Ray.
We are the Bodie Bros, and we love you. And stay tuned for more epicness on the way because we are starting to peel the layers back, and some newness will emerge. I promise. And we are not clear because, okay, there it is. Wait, is that going to end the session? Stop recording. Here we go. Bye, guys. We love you. Peace. Deuces.